You are now tuned into Two Drunk Sistas podcast, unscripted and uncensored. Grab yourselves a drink and enjoy.
Hey, welcome to Two Drunk Sistas podcast. I'm D.
And I'm W.
Thanks for tuning in for our latest episode.
Yep, guys, we sipping on mimosas.
Woo! Cheers.
So what are we watching today?
So Netflix came out with I don't know if it's an original series. Is it? I mean,
No.
not original series. Like, is it an original Netflix film?
I think so.
So, what the hell is that called again?
Unseen and heard. Nope.
Things heard
Bitch.
and seen. Okay.
That's what this movie need to be called. Unseen
and unheard.
and unheard. Goddammit.
So it's about moving. This family moves into a small town, and a young artist begins to suspect that their home harbors a dark secret. So we didn't have that much expectation. So watching horror movies now is like our expectation for horror movies is subpar.
Trash!
Yeah,
Very
if
subpar.
it's not Conjuring or the Insidious brand,
Right.
it starts below.
It's below.
Director's
Yeah.
Rated R.
Movie time.
Running time. 1 hour and 20 minutes.
2:30.
That's the movie phone.
3 o'clock. 3:30. Come on, y'all never called the movie
Listen.
phone? If you don't know about the movie phone,
If you're an old head, you know about the movie phone. Because, you couldn't get to the newspaper on time, so you called the movie phone, and the guy comes on and says all the shows that are showing at the theater.
Yes.
And he sounds just like that.
3:30.
We're not making it up.
4 o'clock.
He's like, hey.
4:30. Rated R.
Okay, let's get into this goddamn movie, okay?
Yes.
It's number 7, I guess
Trending?
number 7 trending on
On
Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
And
no. So I briefly saw something on IG where someone was talking about it, and I want to say they were like, trash! But then I was like, sometimes it depends
people
on...
have different movie
Yeah.
receiving, transmit, and we receive.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, I told D, I was like, I don't know. Some people was trashing it, but we'll see. And
I just told her if that's the case, they'll just be a good thing to talk about.
right.
On the podcast. So upon watching the movie, I mean, it did have a good premise.
It did. And it had potential.
It did have potential. Unfortunately, it went flaccid.
It did go flaccid. It did.
Now, it wasn't a total garbage, but the end was...
It was bitch. It
was
was
bitch.
It was a bitch.
It bitch.
Garbage.
It was hot bitch.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Okay.
All right, so...
I don't even remember. How about that?
Well, it starts off with the married couple.
That's right.
Amanda Siegfried is in it. She always plays...
Siegfried.
Is it Siegfried? I'm sorry. I said Siegfried?
Yeah. That's
Like Siegfried and Roy? My bad.
Hey.
Sorry, Amanda, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
So it starts off with them having a party. They look like they was about to leave.
Oh, I think
It's
it was
like
the daughter's birthday party.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, it starts off with... So with this movie, they start off from the end, and then it went back. Like, he pulled into his garage. The husband pulled into his garage. Blood fell on the window.
You're right.
And then it went back to, like, last summer
Yes.
or a couple of months earlier.
Right. Totally forgot that.
Right,
part.
to tell us, like, oh, okay, something's going on.
Right.
So after when they went back, that's when it was their daughter's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just see already that the wife isn't happy about the move. She was talking to her friend, was like, he's sacrificed a lot for me. I should do the same and stuff like that. So she was just being a supportive wife.
Right.
Because the husband got a new job somewhere upstate in New York, right?
I said upstate New York. Upstate New York? All right.
Yeah, so she was just being a supportive wife, and he got the job, and she just wasn't happy.
Right.
You could just tell, like, I'm just in it for him, and and see where it goes.
While sticking her finger down her throat.
Yes, I think she was like a bulimic or a bulimia problem because she didn't want to eat. She was throwing, like, every time she would eat something, she would throw it up. And then if she does eat, it would be like a salad.
Yeah, and veggies.
And then she would have to drink protein shake to get her protein because she doesn't eat anything else. So I don't know. It didn't really fully discuss why she is like that because she probably have an...
So here's my theory. But okay, you said she probably have what?
No, it could be like an illness. Not an illness, but you know how people who have low immune deficiencies and they can't, when they eat like regular food, their body can't
digest it.
Yeah, they can't take the nutrients from the food in their bodies, so they always feel weird. Right. Regular food. So I don't know if that was the problem. They didn't discuss that in the movie. So,
but my theory is that, and we'll get to that point. But the husband, something probably happened with the husband that caused her, and later on in the film, I started to develop my own theory as to why she started this whole, sticking her hand in her throat to throw up, in her mouth to throw up the food. Mm-hmm. I thought that, I was like, oh, well, maybe she was trying to, stay sexy because her husband is a fucker.
Has a wandering eye.
Yeah, so that's probably what got that on board. I mean, I don't know. I just was like,
that's a good take.
Again, but it, like Dee said, they did not go into
specifics,
right? As to how she got that way.
Yusuki.
But that,
sorry.
but that's what I think. But go ahead.
Yeah. So this movie is tragic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say. I mean, it has the horror aspect, but it was, to me, I felt like this movie was tragic. So they moved into a town that the husband, so the wife didn't know anything where they were living at. That she didn't know anything about the house. She didn't know anything about nothing because the husband didn't say shit. Because he ain't shit. So he moved them up into this house and she's looking like, God damn, this shit look old as fuck. Who gonna do all this renovation and shit? She's like, I can't believe it. It was like a farmhouse. Is it a farmhouse?
I would say farmhouse. Yeah.
It's a nice house. I mean, of course, it's old and stuff like that, but the area was beautiful.
Right.
And then once she moved in the house, strange shit happened. Strange shit always happening.
Start seeing shit.
Yep.
Apparitions.
Yep.
Chairs moving.
Yep.
Smells.
Yep. Regular shit.
You be like, what time is it? Oh, 3:15. Oh, it's right on time.
Yeah, so it's just regular shit happening, and she's thinking she's going crazy. So she's telling her husband, like, yo, I think, there's something on this house. And the husband's like, listen, I ain't trying. I ain't want to hear your negative shit. I ain't going to allow you to put negative emotions up in this place. And she's like, bitch, fuck you. And she went, but she didn't say that. But you tuned in to see what the fuck she wanted to say, though.
She wanted to say.
So she left. She went downstairs, and of course, she was just seeing things, and she was keeping this to herself. So, she herself is an art major. She's like,
so they both of them are artists. She also paints, and she
restores art.
Yes.
Yeah, and the husband,
he's a fake ass artist. Oops. Go ahead.
Yes. So down the line, the husband is not who he say he is. What else? It's just a lot of
secrets.
It's a lot of secrets about the house. So the wife ended up finding out the backstory.
Right.
And the backstory is
there was a couple who lived there with two of their kids, and I'm guessing that the wife was not happy. She was an abusive marriage. Yeah. The husband gave the wife and the kids a sedative. Okay, and then he took a shotgun and shot all the cows on the land. Right. On the property. Mm-hmm. And then started the car, I guess, in the garage and went to sleep. So I guess the garage is right below their bedroom. Mm-hmm. So, of course, y'all know what happened. It's carbon monoxide. The carbon monoxide poisoning. So the two kids survived, but the husband and the wife died.
Right. They died of asphyxiation. I can't even say that word.
Me neither. So that is what she finds out. Yeah. And then she also finds out that these two boys who comes to, her house to introduce themselves, like, hey, we normally help around. If you need help with any gardening or whatever painting, we'll help you. The boys didn't tell her that they used to live in that house. Right. But eventually, as the film, goes on, she finds out that those were the kids that lived in the house, the boys that are helping her,
right,
redecorate or whatever.
Yeah.
She finds out, and she also finds out that the husband knew this.
Right.
And so just a lot of this shit is happening.
And it's unfolding.
Mm-hmm. And she feels alienated because she doesn't know anybody. And while the husband is at his fucking professor-ish job, everybody's, all these young students are swooning over him.
Right, because he's not he's a handsome guy.
Right.
He's a handsome guy. So that's that story. But now the husband, let's move on to before we go into that. So yes, that was that couple that moved in, and then there was a couple
prior to that in the
Right.
1800s, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
They were married. I think one was a pastor.
Yeah, they called him Reverend Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Smith family are the original house owners.
Yes.
Of the house and who built the house. And so I don't think they said what happened to the Smiths. I think they said that she died of something. And
It just said
damned
on the, I guess, a record book.
Right. The wife found a record book in the house, and she saw all the names who died in the house.
Yeah.
And the Smith family was the last family that was there, and then underneath it said damned. All to be damned.
All to be damned.
So, after that happened, now the husband, I always thought he was off.
Confused. Oh, you always thought the husband was off?
Yeah,
So
because
did
it was just too perfect. So the husband went on this field trip.
Yeah.
Before the husband we ain't telling all the fucking movie, but the husband was doing some crazy shit. So,
Sneaky shit.
Some sneaky shit.
Meteor shit.
He was fucking the little girls, He was
these
fucking the
girls.
students.
Oh my God. Which is why they moved.
Right, because it was a lot. Was it a lawsuit?
It was in Columbia, I guess Columbia University.
Yeah.
And it was some kind of sexual
offense.
Something like that.
So basically how he got this job, he wrote this dissertation on this. So that town that they moved in believed in
that the spirit world and the physical plane.
Yeah, the spirit world and the physical plane is one of the same.
Right.
And when you die, it's actually an ascension.
Yes.
So that town believed in that. And I think he wrote a paper on it, and he just forged his reference letter
His recommendation. Yeah.
His recommendation letter. He forged that bitch, and they gave him a job, but he didn't know. They didn't know that he forged that shit until he went to the field trip.
Yeah.
And then once he went to the field trip, I guess an old colleague of his is like, how did you get this job? And why are they calling you professor? And right then and there, it's like, oh, bitch. You
could see his face, and he's trying to,
oh, yeah,
conjure up some kind of fucking story.
Lie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I was like, wow. Yeah, they call me that, and I keep telling them,
I'm just
correcting them.
Yeah, I'm just tired of correcting them.
That black guy was
I knew, man, you full of shit.
Nigga, you can't get no goddamn recommendation letter, man, and get a teaching job without a recommendation letter.
And he probably knew that he was fucking this student. He got that a record.
Yep.
And so one of the wife's friends overheard the guy talking, and she was like, "What was that about?"
Her guys, you gonna know
her voice was so.
It's.
I like it.
I actually like her voice. It's like this. Yeah. Yes. So what was that about?
It's so deep. I love it.
Like she's not no man. She doesn't sound like a man. But it's like just, very so sultry.
Deep. Yeah, it's so deep. And then she's like, "What was that about?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't even know." And she's like, "You know what it is,
right?" I think you do.
I think you do know what it is. And she just left.
Right. And they sure enough was smoking weed out throughout this whole goddamn film.
They sure enough was.
I was like, okay.
So the guy who hired the husband found out that, I guess, so the husband invited is he like a professor?
The husband invited the professor. I want to say he's probably like one of those adjunct. Maybe like on a board. Yeah, on a board.
I don't know, dean's board. I don't know.
Something to that effect.
Professor board. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he invited one of the professors over to the house, and the husband was like, I brought him over because he treated me so nice, so I figured I could bring him over and he could have a drink. Why don't you show him around the house? So the husband was like saying like, oh, I see that you was reading that book.
Yeah.
About the ascension, heaven and hell being one of this. Well, not heaven and hell, but the spirit world and the
plane.
physical plane are one and the same. And so they shared that moment with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And while she was showing,
while the wife was showing the professor that,
while the wife was showing the professor their home, the professor saw this illumination of light.
and he was like, "We're not alone."
Right. So, and then she's like,
"Do you see her?" Gross. Do you see her too? Oh.
Yeah, so the wife felt relieved that
she was going crazy.
She thought she was going crazy. She was like, I've been seeing things and I wasn't sure whether or not. And so the professor guy was like, no, it's okay. She's here to help, you know, and we should hold a seance.
Right. And she's like,
I was like, yeah.
She was like, yes, let's do it.
God. So she, you know what she did? She did. I think from that point on, she just checked out of the marriage.
Oh yeah,
she
was
checked
done
out because she knew that the husband was lying.
Yeah,
and that's probably why she was had the bulimia stuff because of him.
His infidelity.
Lusting after other women.
Yep.
And so they went ahead. She got rid of the husband. She told the husband, like, look, I think your daughter's due for your parents' visit. So you take
her on the weekend. Bye bye.
So they did the seance. And while they were doing the seance, they were trying to reach
they were trying to reach that spirit that was there. Yeah.
At first, she thought it was the original owner. She thought it was the Smiths.
Yes.
The wife.
Right.
Of the Smith that was communicating with her, but it wasn't. It was the
mother. The mother.
The previous owners that lived there.
That lived there.
Who died.
Right.
She was the one that was trying to communicate with her. So she was trying to communicate with them. And then something else happened during the seance. You could see this other dark entity that was in the house as well. So when that happened, the professor guy was like, listen, she's here, but there's something else that's here too. You should be careful.
Right. And we don't know what this spirit is. We have no idea. It goes on further in the movie where, you know, the wife just realizes that her husband is a fucker.
And a liar.
And
a cheat.
Yeah. And so she's just like, okay, well, I'm going to allow this spirit, to help me with whatever. Yeah. So things were going on. They did have a party. Yeah. Where they invited, everybody. You know, everyone.
The town, his colleagues and stuff like that.
And so, you know, she was just like, I guess that's when she got told about what was
real
happening
history about the house.
About the house. So just everything, you know, and she even said this thing like, you know, George gets whatever he wants. Yeah. So she knew that he was an ain't shit dude.
This nigga ain't shit, though.
She knew he was ain't shit.
I don't think I was drunk enough to...
Oh. Well, I was. And so my thing is like, okay, this is happening. We don't know what this spirit is, because clearly... Was it there when the Smith, you know, the Smith owner?
I feel like
it's after this.
I feel like it's the Smiths.
It's the Smiths. Okay.
It's the Smiths spirit,
right?
That dark spirit, because that guy, because the Reverend. I don't think the Reverend was good.
I don't think he was good either.
So I think that the spirit came from the Reverend.
Yeah. And so just the women who just happened to move into the house always has an issue with their husband, and they die.
And they die.
So we're not gonna tell you, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you. Oh, yeah. This is where the movie went to the garbage.
Right.
So after finding out all this, the professor found out that the nigga was lying.
Yes.
And he was like, listen, you know, you lied. You know, I got a call.
Cause for termination.
Right. I got a call from the person that you recommended the letter to, and they said they never wrote the letter.
Yeah.
And that
you forged that bitch.
You know, he asked like, you forged it. He's like, oh, please, let's keep this.
You know,
let's keep this to ourselves. You know,
no one has to know.
I know you're in a hard position, but you know, let's just talk about it after break.
Still continue.
You know, and so he was just trying to hold his position, but the guy was like, "Listen, I'll
can't sit here."
Yeah, he's like, "I'll wait, but you know, we gonna have a meeting."
Yeah.
So the husband was plotting.
Oh yeah,
he was plotting. Either he was plotting,
I think he already knew. That's what he wanted to do. That's why he got on the boat with the guy.
Right. So I'm thinking the spirit in the house, that dark entity, was putting words of encouragement. Words of wisdom to get what you want.
To catch him, kill him.
Okay? So yeah, because after that, because he was like, let me know, if somebody's there, let me know, give me a sign and stuff like that.
Oh, give me a sign.
So I think that dark entity kind of got him.
Yeah.
Went into him as well.
Went into him, yeah.
And so he was able to get in touch with that professor guy. They went on one last boat ride, and he killed the professor. He killed the professor. And then once he killed the professor, he went back to the college, and then the lady friend from the wife's friend was like, "Bitch, why the fuck you walking that night? Yeah, why you wet?" And then when she left, because she was in a car, and he was like, "Whoa." So
why you always following me? You're stalking me.
Right. And then she made a scarf for his mom, supposedly, and she was like, "So how do your mom like the scarf?"
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, yeah," she said it felt cheap, and she's like, "Well, that explains who his neck it was on." I was like, "Bitch,
that's right.
That's
Get
a
him
fucking
back,
read."
Okay. Get him back. But he was mad as fuck because he was like, you know what? This heifer is causing us problems. She is causing us problems. I gotta get rid of this heifer.
He gotta catch him and kill him.
He gotta catch him and kill him. Okay.
Pokemon.
Yeah, if y'all don't understand the catch him and kill him reference,
it's from Amityville. Come on, man.
We've even done Amityville.
We did it.
But we'll get to that.
We will. Catch or kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, so bitch, he was mad.
He's mad.
And then he ran her off the road.
He sure did.
And she was in a coma.
Yes.
And we didn't know how long she was going to be in it.
Right.
And from here, it's almost was like, okay.
Something's happening.
It was a good movie up until this point.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, because then at this point, he drugged the wife.
Yes.
Because
she was trying to leave.
Yes, she was going. She was leaving him.
She was like, fuck this.
She was leaving. He found out, and he ended up drugging the wife.
Yeah.
And then he ended up killing the wife.
Like,
he killed the wife.
Yes.
And then he left her upstairs.
Yes.
And he paid the babysitter to come look at their daughter. And while he go out and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Act like a normal day.
Right. So he
taking everybody for drinks.
Right.
Oh,
right.
fucker.
So he can build up his alibi.
Yep.
And then when he come back, he's like, "Oh my God, my wife, a robbery gone wrong," and stuff like that. But little do he know, Justine woke up from that coma.
She sure did.
And told the cop everything.
Yes.
This nigga knew that Justine came back out from the coma.
Yep.
And he went out on the boat ride because this nigga stole his cousin's artwork.
Yep.
Because the cousin died.
To pass as his own.
Right.
So we all know how the cousin died.
Yeah. Well, yes, the cousin died. I think
he killed.
I think he killed himself.
Oh, the cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh, you know what? But
I feel like he might have killed the cousin.
Yeah.
We got theories, y'all, because we ain't got shit. We can't go for nothing but goddamn theories. It's just theories here.
He did. And then when he was on the boat, on the cousin's boat, he went during a horrible storm, and then the shit turned into a motherfucking painting, and then the boat was burning, and then that was it. I said, okay, wait. Before that was it, before Justine woke up from her coma, the wife's ghost.
Ah, yes, the wife.
And the wife who previously stayed at that house,
yes,
came to Justine to wake her up.
And Justine, it's time.
She said, "Justine, it's time, baby.
It's
put that
time.
nigga away.
Get up, Justine. It's time."
But the nigga was too pussy, and he didn't want to suffer the consequences, and he went out on sea
and he
killed himself like a little bitch that he is.
Yes.
The end, motherfuckers.
The end. And that's it.
That's how it ended. So I was like, it's like, it's unclimactic. Is that a word? It's
almost anticlimactic.
Yes. It's anticlimactic. Because it's like, y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Anticlimactic.
You know the fuck.
Okay.
Because I wanted him to get punished. Mm-hmm. I wanted them to take him. I wanted him to feel the shame.
He's supposed to do it.
Yeah, and they didn't do that, but we kind of figured what happened.
Right.
Because Justine told them the whole story. They were going to come arrest him anyway. So, I mean, all in all, I just feel like it's tragic. It's tragic.
It's tragic.
So now it's just like, oh, and then by the way, the husband and wife was having an affair with two different people.
Yes.
The wife was having an affair with
the boy who used to live there.
The son, and then the husband was having an affair with the son's friend.
Yes.
I thought, what the fuck?
So yeah, I'm just like, all right. Thank you Netflix.
Netflix, man. I mean, it was up there, but then it went.
It flopped. It flopped really hard. It really did. But that's on that, guys.
That's
that.
That's things unseen and things unheard.
No, wait. Right. The movie is Things Heard and Seen, y'all, but we call it an unseen and unheard because we don't know.
We don't know
what the fuck going on. Anyway,
I mean, we know what's going on, but it's just, come on, like, you know, just finish me out, man.
Right, y'all, it's almost like that. Yeah, that's gross. So I should have saw the gesture that he just did. Anyway,
wow, la.
That's it, y'all.
That's it, guys. What were your thoughts on this goddamn film?
Mm-hmm. Yes, let us know, please.
Hit us up on our Gmail at 2drunksisters@gmail.com. The number 2 drunk DRUNK sistas@gmail.com.
I don't know if I can get the
And also hit us up on our Insta. Don't be afraid. Like and comment. Like and comment. Like and comment. And thanks for listening to us with this bullshit. I am fucking hot.
All right, y'all. Y'all stay safe out there.
Stay safe. Easy.